This happens a couple times, maybe every year, but it is that time. And the Summer Game Festival this time brought a massive pool of amazing new games that up until yesterday we thought was literally impossible. Here's 13 new incredibly huge upcoming games on the way to Android and iOS by the end of the year. Number 1, with the most budget over here, we have Tencent's biggest IP in the making, Honor of Kings World. I've actually mentioned Honor of Kings before. It is an open world action RPG that the company has been cooking for about 3 years now. And the news here that the game is now coming to PCs, the next generation of consoles and mobile devices, possibly within 2023. We got a new trailer here for Honor of King World's multiplayer, combat, more enemies, the arena style fights, the massive world that it's supposed to offer, and a lot more.
모든 것이 새로울 것이다.
This has been, ever since 2020, amongst the top 5 most anticipated mobile games on the horizon. But guys, Ares Rise of the Garden here, which is by the way now coming to PCs and consoles too, with crossplay support, just went on to receive a mix of gameplay and cinema. In fact, a bunch of trailers with pre-registrations coming out in Korea next month. Here's a trailer, here's one of them. Rise of the Garden is one of the biggest MMORPGs out of Korea, technically of all time.
엔지니어의 강력한 한방으로 적들을 한 곳에 몰아넣고 월악의 광역 스킬로 전장을 지배하기도 하며 강력한 공격은 워로드의 방패로 막아낸 뒤 헌터의 기동성을 통해 적을 압도할 수 있습니다.
Legacy. It's honoring those that came before us.
Coming up behind that, after like a half a year of silence, we've got over here finally Assassin's Creed Codename Jade. There's a free-to-play entry in the Ubisoft franchise, which is set for a closed beta. You can sign up for it right now. The fine folks, at the Ubisoft, released some legit gameplay over here finally. This open-world mobile game will be set in China during the 3rd century before Christ, taking place during Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Origin, somewhere in between. Check it out.
Legacy.
Number 4, we've got over here probably the single most anticipated game in the list today, a Chrono Odyssey. Chrono Odyssey is an MMORPG we've personally been keeping a close eye out for 3 years. This game is set to be coming out for PCs, consoles, and both Google and the App Store in the final quarter of 2023, acting as a free game. This is actually built with the use of Unreal Engine 5. We're not even sure how it'll eventually come to result, but it is a Souls-like with time manipulation components in case you missed it. Take a look.
now.
Disgusting.
Been almost 6 months now, but finally. During the PC Gaming Show a couple of days ago, Path of Exile received a brand new gameplay trailer where we learn it'll be a 7-act story releasing alongside the original game as opposed to replacing it. Not just that, the original Path of Exile is now coming to the mobile devices with better visuals, more features, items, and gameplay options and even mechanics. There's a beta taking place in about a month, and this is a trailer in case you missed it. Number 6. By the same company who helped globalize the game Elion. I mentioned this one maybe once before. We've got over here a open world action MMORPG set AAA. Pretty sure if you'll be waiting to hear more about this one called ArcheAge Wars. A franchise that started life all the way back in 2013. This new game supposedly been in development for over 4 years now and set to be released for PCs, the next generation of consoles, Android and iOS next year. Come June 17, a few days from now, Namco's technically the longest awaited action MMORPG Blue Protocol will finally come out in Japan and a little bit later, and the worst case scenario here early next year globally for mobile devices. Guys, Blue Protocol is coming to all platforms. This is a fully free-to-play game, by the way, ready for pre-registrations right now on Bandai's official, and to accompany this news, we got a trailer for it too. Now, Snowbreak Containment Zone just hit 2 million pre-registrations, a couple of new trailers here in case you missed it, and a finished product release date of August 2023. Snowbreak, since its reveal a couple of months ago, has been amongst some of the most hyped anime action RPGs on mobile. This is a anime-based science fiction RPG third-person shooter from the same developers of Dawnlands, which is also still in its pre-registration state. This game is playable online and takes down about 7 gigabytes of storage.
It's showtime. Eyes on me, everyone. The show must go on. And cut.
A few years after the Civil War.
A few hours ago, we got a new trailer in addition to the news that pre-registrations for Arena Breakout is now live. With a beta, the final beta though, before the game's release on the way, in about 2 weeks from now. If you're new here with Arena Breakout, this is technically the mobile version of Escape from Tarkov that's been revealed just last year. The game will be playable only online as a tactical shooter multiplayer going on both Google and the App Store. The most anticipated mobile Final Fantasy entry, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, just opened its pre-registration page where you can sign up for a beta on both Google and the App Store. To accompany this amazing news here for the awaited turn-based gacha RPG, which is, by the way, expanding on the events of Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you played the PlayStation 5 games, we got a new trailer here, which is remarkably incredible since they said this is finished in-game footage. Check it out. We're waiting on a release date on this one, but we heard it'll come out in about a couple of months. Moving on, we have a mobile adaptation of this anime series called Tower of God. Available for a global pre-registration on both the Google and the App Store since yesterday's events, and a new trailer here for bit 2, which is pretty short, we're gonna pass. I'm not a follower of the anime show here, the Tower of God series, but it's just I've learned the show's characters are in the game too, and it's an idle RPG, which is free and playable online. That's it. It'll be available in English globally in about a couple of months.
In a world where legends are born and kingdoms rise and fall, Kabam presents a vast Arthurian-inspired game for mobile and PC.
Now, King Arthur Legends Rise, not through the Summer Game Festival a couple hours ago, but a few days ago went on and received this open pre-registration phase on both platforms, ready to go now. This is a medieval-style squad-based RPG that these folks have been cooking, coming from the same developers, by the way, of Marvel's Contest of Champions, a mobile game that's downloaded over 100 million times. It's a quite bit in the same vein as that game, although in a totally different era. Greatest thing about this game, about King Arthur Legends Rise, is that it's actually playable with crossplay, PCs and consoles. It's actually free all the way.
Containing the soul of the mighty dragon Caliburn, an ancient power who strikes a deal with Arthur, allowing him to wield this powerful relic, but at a cost. Standing in his way is the power-hungry usurper, King Lot, and other formidable foes that must be defeated on your journey. Assemble a squad of heroes, including loyal knights, powerful mages, and mythical creatures, each with their own set of skills and attributes. When it comes to combat, King Arthur Legends Rise features a turn-based battle system. Every hero has 3 unique relics to unlock and upgrade, featuring distinct skills that require different levels of energy, called Vigor.
Welcome to Crashlands II!
And last but not least, it's a sequel to the comic book style survival RPG mobile. The one and only Crashlands is coming over to Google and the App Store through Netflix subscription. By the end of the month, accompanying the good news, we got a trailer for it. Not just that the game's bringing new options and mechanics, but way better graphics in the same top-down style. If you're keen to the game Don't Starve, it's almost exactly like that, about more fantasy. Take a look.
Just yourself, because loneliness sucks. So build a friendship, because that kind of ship won't crash. After all, if you're gonna make it on this planet, you'll need all the help you can get.